What is professional judgment and professional skepticism? Professional judgment refers to ability to make informed decisions based on experience, knowledge, and ethical standard, while professional skepticism refers to an attitude of questioning and critical thinking. To get more understanding, let's watch some videos about professional judgment and professional skepticism.
Let's talk about professional judgment. As a nurse, midwife, or nursing associate, you use your professional judgment to make decisions. You use it every day, in everything you do, instinctively and confidently. But difficult decisions, especially in unprecedented circumstances, will challenge your professional judgment and your ability to make good and non-biased decisions. What can you do? First, make sure you have all the information you need to make a decision. Second, are you sure you know what you don't know? Third, do you have to make a decision on your own? If you can, share the problem with your manager or a colleague with more knowledge or experience. The right answer won't always be obvious, but together, you can highlight the risks and find solutions. This will support your professional judgment in making the decision. But what if the situation means you have to make a decision alone? There are principles in your professional code to help you. Put safety first, whether it's people you're caring for, your colleagues, or yourself. Make sure you have all the information you need and base your decision on the best evidence available. Consider the preferences, needs, and wishes of the people who might be affected by your decision. Record how you made your decision, taking into account all of these factors. All of us will make the wrong decision at some point. Maybe because we were facing a difficult situation with no obvious right answer. Or the outcome was poor, even though we took everything into consideration. We know not every decision will be the right one. But that doesn't always mean it was a bad decision, or that anyone else would have done things differently. What matters is that you considered all the facts, asked for support if it was available, then took the best decision you could, and recorded it, so you can always explain it in the future.
Introduction to Professional Skepticism. What is professional skepticism? Professional skepticism is an attitude that includes a questioning mind, being alert to conditions which may indicate possible misstatement due to error of fraud, and a critical assessment of audit evidence. Professional skepticism includes being alert to, for example, audit evidence that contradict other audit evidence obtained, information that brings into question the reliability of documents and response to inquiries to be used as audit evidence, conditions that may indicate possible fraud, and skepticism that suggests the need for audit procedure in addition to those required by the ISA. How does the auditor apply professional skepticism? Auditor apply professional skepticism during assessing engagement acceptance, performing risk assessment procedure, obtaining audit evidence, and during evaluating the evidence. However, there are challenges to professional skepticism, such as pressure inherent in the audit process, trust in management, which is particularly common in long-term client relationships, and lack of training and expertise, as auditors must know what to question.
So, let's move on to explanation for professional judgment. Professional judgment are often concerned with materiality and audit risk, as well as the evaluation of management's decision and applying the entity's appropriate financial reporting framework. Professional judgment is at a very initial stage in the form of findings in the field, audit risk, and audit evidence, in which the auditor relies on to the facts in the field. This professional judgment may be referred to as a benchmark for determining the level of materiality of a financial report.
Meanwhile, Professional skepticism is said to be an attitude that includes a questioning mind, be alert to conditions which can indicate possible misstatement due to error or fraud, and a critical assessment of evidence. Professional skepticism may strengthen the relationship between working experience and audit judgment because it is needed to increase the ability to identify risks of material misstatement and give a response to the risks that have been identified due to professional judgment. Auditors need to think diligently in collecting and understanding the audit evidence. Next, let's move to arguments. First argument, professional skepticism is an important component of professional judgment in auditing. Second, the impact of working experience and gender towards audit judgment with professional skepticism as a moderating variable. And lastly, the effect of auditor judgment and professional skepticism on internal audit quality.
For our first argument, professional skepticism is an important component of professional judgment in auditing. Both professional skepticism and professional judgment are essential elements in the auditing profession. The relationship between both two elements is interdependent rather than interchangeable. It explains that professional skepticism acts as the foundation for sound professional judgment. A skeptical attitude helps auditors critically evaluate evidence, identify potential problems, and make data-driven decisions. Next argument, the impact of working experience and gender towards audit judgment with professional skepticism as a moderating variable. Working experience significantly influences auditors' judgment and professional skepticism. A study conducted at BPKRI headquarters in Jakarta has proven that working experience significantly influenced auditors' judgment and professional skepticism, while in converse, gender did not significantly affect the audit judgment as well as professional skepticism, as it did not impact the correlation between gender and auditor judgment. Working experience here refers to the experience of an auditor in terms of how long auditors do their professional job, how much tasks that auditors get, how many types of business that have been handled. Gender did not significantly affect the audit judgment as well as professional skepticism, as it did not impact the correlation between gender and auditor judgment. The study by Edith Cowan University examines the interaction effect between gender and task complexity. The results suggest that males' judgment is superior to females when involving a low task complexity, but when the task complexity is high, females generally outperform males. Refers to sociocultural and psychologies of male and female.
Lastly, the effect of auditor judgment and professional skepticism on internal audit quality. The study conducted by Transparency International on 55 auditors working in the Inspectorate of Central Sulawesi Province and Palu City. It is found an understanding of the internal control system will also affect the effectiveness of audit quality. Both auditors' judgment and professional skepticism simultaneously have a positive and significant effect on audit quality. Both elements are crucial in ensuring that a particular audit procedure resulted in reasonable assurance to any of their potential users. What is internal audit? Internal audit quality is the attitude of the auditors in carrying out their duties, which is reflected in the results of their reliable examination in accordance with applicable standards.
Professional judgment and professional skepticism work together to help professionals maintain integrity and accuracy in their work. Are necessary components in the auditing profession, allowing auditors to make decisions and provide a credible, non-partisan view of financial accounts. The effect of gender on auditors' judgment and professional skepticism could not be determined without taking into account the complexity of tasks. Both the auditor's judgment and professional skepticism have a beneficial and noteworthy effect on audit quality.